All right, welcome back to my channel. I am the lion, the ghost of Lion's Den, and well, let's cut to the chase today. Simple stuff. No more vague explanations, cryptic stuff. Let's go ahead and jump in and give you a simple, straight up explanation, like I said I would, to one of my viewers, subscribers, slash commenters, right? Which I appreciate, by the way. So, anyways, let's go ahead and jump in. All right. So, why are attractive, good looking men overlooked or disrespected? Comes down to this. Now, in the wrestling world, right, my professional wrestling career, I learned firsthand and I lived by this rule at the same time, which, by the way, is mine, right? Which is why you see the shitty. But, anyways, enough about wrestling. Here's the sign. Here's the rule. You have to wrestle as good as you look. Now, if wrestling today did that, we wouldn't be in this shitty era that we are today. But anyways, enough about that. Understand, this is how simple it really is, okay? This is the rule. If you have to wrestle as good as you look, understand, it's the same thing in relationship world. Now, a man that looks good, right, is attractive, right? He's got all the tools, tall, handsome, strong, right? Dress is nice. Holy shit, he's got money, right? Now what? Well, more is expected of you. You must wrestle as good as you look. You must date as good as you look. Understand? Pretty simple, right? Comes down to that. And well, women, believe it or not, have a little thing I call the P radar, the pussy radar. All right? They know. They could read you from the moment you step in the room. They know what you are really, truly made out of. At the very least, they have a hunch. And understand, the pussy radar does not lie. It doesn't fail either. It works 110%. It works so damn efficiently, I'll prove it to you. Check this out. So it comes down to this, right? You look like $1,000,000, right? So she goes, oh, well, I'll be damned. Looks like I got $1,000,000 in the room. Then she rushes over, right? And swipes the card. Declined. Boom. You know how bad that's? It's worse. And this literally proves everything I've ever said in all my other videos. It comes down to that. What's worse? A card that declines because you know it's a shitty card? You were expecting it. You were like, shit, well, if it somehow goes through, you know. But $1,000,000 on a card, right? All day and long. You confidently go and swipe it and it declines. It is the worst damn experience a woman can have. Because now you look like a triple double, the disrespect above and all that stuff. But anyways, I got a video for you to prove my point. I hope you understood if you made it this far, right? There it is. It's clear as day. There it is. Right? You look like $1,000,000, but you decline. I mean, that's it. Worst offense, which is why you're disrespected and overlooked, just like that, immediately. And you have no excuse. You don't. So all the red pillars and the manosphere and all the guys bitching and complaining, that's all you. You were expected to perform, and you didn't. That's it. Right? Now that's it. But anyways, got a video for you to prove my point. Now, I'm going to make it as simple as can be. So I'm going to basically give you the answer immediately. I'm going to give you the fuck up immediately. I'm going to show you how the professional here, right? Which again, I don't like to knock on this dude, but he seems to always do the same thing. Anyways, then you got the victim, if you will, Only he's not. He's guilty as charged. And I'll show you how these guys are completely lost in the sauce because they don't understand the fundamentals. These are the rookie mistakes that I speak of, okay? So let's go ahead and jump in. And without further ado, I'll give you the answer.
Man.
So I'm trying to unplug myself. Basically, like, made some good progress this first year, I guess. Like, started around the first of the year, set a goal to ask a new chick on a date every week. Had horrible success like the first 3 months, and then went on a date with this chick. And I actually didn't like her that much at first, but she kept bugging me. She wanted to hang out, and so I kept hanging out with her. I've dated a couple chicks, like went on a couple dates with a couple other chicks since being with this one, but mostly consistently with this one. I guess, like, when do you know? Because I don't have a lot of options outside of this, and I think I need to break things off with this girl because she's not really.
All right, pause it there. Simple observation and answer. Right. Immediately. He doesn't really like her. Yet he continues to date her, quote unquote, right? And see her. Why? Why? See how simple it really is when you just cut to the chase, right? It's the simple rookie mistake. Why are you dating this chick if you don't like her? Well, for the simple universal fact, right? The taboo that nobody ever wants to touch or talk, but I'm going to do right here, right now. Because he wants to get some regardless. Of course, she doesn't like her, right? But she's a woman nonetheless. And like he said right there in the little bit of what he said, that's all you can get. Anyways, now let's continue so I can show you the big mistakes.
Adding or complementing my life. But I don't.
Why is she a drain? What is she doing that's making her a drain on your life?
I'm very like fit, active. She's kind of lethargic. Like when we first started hanging out, she said she was really active and loved to do things. But like we went up for a little mountain getaway, like a couple.
All right, fuck up number 2. Why in the hell do you want a girl to go do activities like hiking, going to the gym, going to the beach, all right, walking to the park? Whatever it is you're going to do, have a coffee, see a movie, whatever the hell it is. If we were real, right, and understand the truth, I'll put this simple. I'll give you the raw, unedited answer. No lion has ever taken a gazelle to walk or hike or anything. So there you go. I hope you understood it. All right, homework for you. Anyways, there you go. It's that simple.
Well, weeks ago, we went on a hike and she rolled her ankle. And I know everybody says that's fucked up.
She rolled her ankle walking?
Yeah, I know. Well, okay. Yes, she did. And
so she's that out of shape. She doesn't walk that often.
No.
I noticed the bald guy here, right? The coach doesn't correct him at all. Like it's a overlooked immediate. It's like, yeah, she rolled her ankle because that wasn't. She's not meant to do any of that crap. Understand? These are rookie, basic, right? Mistakes. If anything, that was an opportunity. Think about it, right? She rolls her ankle, boom. Now you don't have to do the walk. That's pretty simple. You sit her down, right? You tell her, oh, does it hurt here? Right? Or do I have to literally explain in detail, right, what a true man, right, is supposed to do? You sit her down, right? You check her ankle, hope it's not broke, whatever. Give her a little massage. You do a little bit of pillow talk, right? That's it. You cut the date short. In this case, the extra shit, and you safely help her or carry her down to the car, onto second base or third. But understand, see, that's what I'm saying. It was that simple. And you get the job done. But of course, it's taboo. Of course, no one likes to hear that because that's the answer. Because that's the skill beyond skill, which again, it's so simple that it's hard, right? Instead, you got this guy struggling, doing the math in areas you don't need no math. You don't need to engineer anything beyond, and they missed it. You understand? Now, let's continue. I'll show you even more fuck ups.
No, and she like started crying, and it was like I didn't really know what to say.
Of course, rookie.
And then I kind of like brushed it off. It's like, oh, whatever. Like, maybe she tripped. It's people make mistakes, but
People make mistakes. Understand what this kid just said. Oh, people. She's a woman walking on a fucking trail with rocks and shit and dirt, and all sorts of, which I guarantee you she probably has never done it or wasn't prepared to do or didn't want to really do if we really get to it. All right? And of course, she rolled her ankle. But, people make mistakes. So what does this genius dater do next?
I went on a bike ride with her like a couple weeks ago, rode with her like the whole time. It was like an out and back route. And then at the turnaround point, I kind of just like left her in the dust, just like kicked up my cadence, started to pedal, have fun. But I like every so often look back.
Sure. Leave her in the dust. Leave her behind. So why the hell would you take a bike ride with your girl/date or any girl to leave her in the dust? This is stupid behavior. Understand? It's weak. Not to mention, the worst is the rookie mistakes. Look, you want to leave someone in the dust, take your friends. Right? Ride bike with your friends, and you can do the competition, you could do the race, you could do all that shit. But not with your woman. That's stupid. Right? It's amazing, but there you go. There it is. And the coach here does not address this at all. What does this tell you? And again, it's not a knock against him. I do not blame him for not knowing this. But these are the rookie mistakes. This is it. The base level mistakes in dating world. Anyways, let's continue.
And I stopped at a checkpoint and like waited for her to catch up. And she says to me, the first thing she says, like, you don't have to make this a race. And
there you go. She literally told him the problem and the answer at the same damn time. You don't have to make this a race. You understand? He had already won. Okay? You guys are tired of me beating around the bush. There it is. He had already won. The moment she went out with this dude 2 or 3 times, right? You know how many guys would give their left nut for a woman to show to the date, right? To the nightclub, to the restaurant, to the coffee shop, to the park. Hell, to the front door when you're there to pick her up. That is indeed the W. The very fact she showed is indeed the biggest mistake all guys make. All right, because all they want, beg, plead, cry, set up, sometimes pay, right? But for them to show up. And they're so concentrated in the woman showing up that they completely overlook, forget, or understand what do you do after she shows up. And that's where all the rookie base level mistakes happen. They don't know what to do once they show up. So you do what this kid is doing here, right? Taking her to hike, bike racing, all the stupid shit that you don't need to do, right? Now you want to do that, go ahead. Go bike ride. Do it with your friends. Do it alone. Whatever it is. Train. But you're missing the point. Right? At the end of the day.
I was just like, well, like, I'm not really trying to race. I'm just trying to have fun. And I kind of brushed it off. And then, like, 30 minutes.
There it is. Not really trying to race. I'm trying to have fun, but it ain't fun. Right? For either of them. Which is the irony, again, just to emphasize and double, triple explain for those that are, right, don't like what I'm saying. It ain't fun to this kid because he's leaving her in the dust, no competition. And sure as hell ain't fun for her because it's like, what the hell why am I here? It confuses her, right? Not to mention she's a lady, a woman, a girl, right? That thinks she's on a date, and then here she is trying to explain to this kid that, you know, this ain't a race. This is a date, dumbass. Oh, man. But there you go. What does the coach add to this?
Minutes later, I was like, hey, you know, I think that was it really frustrated me how you said that. I feel like you're nagging me. And then we had loose plans to go to dinner last week, and then she I forget what happened. She did something that pissed me off, and I just kind of like ignored her for a couple hours.
Of course. Because once it comes to one of her activities, which yes, indeed, is go to eat simple dinner, right, at a restaurant. It's the same damn thing if I have to explain it to you all once again. The bike ride, the hike, that's your version of a date, which is stupid, by the way. And to her, hiking, riding a bike is sitting in a restaurant and eating a meal, right? And when it came to that, it all went wrong and pissed him off, and then he ignored her and all that other crap. So anyways, who's acting like a woman? Understand. They both are, but understand one is. And that is the biggest fundamental mistake that all manosphere, red pillars, black pillars, white pillars, coaches, relationship daters, all this online seem to, for some reason, overlook everywhere. All around the world in the internet. In the internet, remember I said. Like some of these third world countries know the game. 1% really actually know the game. Anyway, let's continue.
She flaked on you?
Did she flake on me?
Yeah.
No, I actually flaked on her. I went and dropped off some paper.
So what's the problem? You got a guy that doesn't really care. And he's willing to flake on her, no problem, because again, he doesn't like her. So what are we doing? You see what I mean? He is literally complaining like a woman. Only he's not.
Paperwork to one of my employees and said, like,
Oh, so you're running your own business.
Yeah. I've called in before. I have my own HVAC business.
Cool.
I notice the coach here likes that because that's what he wants. He wants incel, right? Only he's not. He's voluntarily doing this to himself. You see, you got your own business. Well, see, that's the problem. It's this misguided manhood of today. Oh, well, you're self-sufficient. You got your business. Oh, well, you got 3 cars. You got a house. You got money. Yes, but you can't fish. It's that simple. You see, in the game of fishing, you must become a fisherman, not an entrepreneur, and a homeowner, right? All this. What's your color of your Bugatti? Like, okay. What the fuck is a Bugatti? Does a Bugatti float in the water? Like, no. Can I fish with the Bugatti? Nope. Now, some of you that will say, well, yeah, girls flock to the Bugatti, and then what? What are you going to do? Give her a ride? Right? But amazing, right? But there you go. I hope you get the picture. I don't want to make the video too long. So I'll just let these two finish up real quick, and we'll finish the video for today, all right? But there you go. These are the basic, simple rookie mistakes that you do not have to do. You, my viewers, this is what I offer to you. The simple solutions to complicated, real complicated problems that only arise because guys don't know what the hell they're doing and they mess up from the very beginning of the game. Remember, I told you this is chess. All right? And every move you make determines the next move. That's how simple. However, very hard to do. And I understand that. But again, because they don't know this fundamental truth, this fundamental next level game that I offer to you, the chess game of the game, Love and War. Okay? If you knew this, if he knew this, he would have never done these mistakes. If the coach knew this, he would have corrected his ass immediately. But anyway, let's continue.
So
basically,
my question for you. So if she's out of shape, why did you go out with her?
Finally, a real question.
not a lot of options to begin with,
And there's the problem. Now, the coach at this point should have just said, oh, there it is. There's your problem. Not a lot of options to begin with. So this is your only option. And you're botching that as well. But you must you must understand that your true problem is this lack of options. This unawareness of why. Why is this your only option? And furthermore, why you took this option. It's because of desperation, right? But you're not even equipped to handle your only option, which is your true actual problem. Understand? Now, this is the part where I lose viewers and a couple subscribers and stuff because they do not want to hear this. They do not want to understand or look in the mirror or realize the true problem, because the true problem comes with even bigger problem, right? A load of work. The work. Right? Because once you accept, which is indeed the first step, is, oh shit, so that's my problem? Yeah. You're not fun. Damn. You ain't the good looking guy either. Damn. You don't got the tools. Damn. Well, you don't have the money. Damn. Right? You don't got the skills. That's the worst of them all. Damn. Right? You don't know what you're doing. Damn. And yes, it's your fault. Bigger damn. That's the one no one wants to hear. Right? So they refuse to hear it. They refuse to see it. They refuse to look at it. It's easier to say, well, see, all the Chads get all the girls. The rich guys get the girls. Right? Women, you see, they play games. They're complicated. They're actually not. They're actually predictable. But, again, taboo. Nobody wants to hear that. On both sides. Because it destroys the illusion of the game. To say something like that, oh shit, they're predictable. I can predict the next move. Right? And then it happens. Oh shit, the illusion is gone. Boom. Because that's all it is. A game. And I've been saying it over and over and over again. So anyways, if you like this video raw as it is, give me a like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Help me help you by building this platform. Right? Now, obviously, it ain't going to be a big-ass platform because this level of game is not popular with the masses. Right? In general. right? It's too one real, raw, uncut, filtered, right? Why do you think Disney exists? And the Disney adults, they refuse to look at any of this, right? Because it's easier to sit your fat ass in some park, stuff your face, and live in La La Land. No work there, right? No real fishing there, ever. Right? So there you go. But all right, let's finish this up. Like I said, because I kind of went on a rant there.
It was like
Where'd you meet her?
we met online, so
Does it matter?
you tell me which you're gonna roast me, dude.
Okay, go.
Blind date, we matched on dating app, and
There's another problem there.
I saw
Blind, like you didn't have a photograph of her
no,
before
I
you
had
went out?
oh, she actually looked good in the photos. I'll say that.
Well, they always look good in the photos.
Exactly. They
Yeah, facts.
do.
But was there like older photo, like 5 years older, 30 pounds lighter? Like, what are we dealing with here?
Yeah, there was some of that. Yeah, I don't
So
think it was.
okay.
To that
So she
degree.
catfished you. Or
Yeah,
Again, he's the victim, right? She catched fish. Why do you think it's called catfish? Think about that. Homework for you. Why is it called catfished? I dare say it's not a coincidence that, forget about the cat, right? The fish. Why is it catfishing? And why does it always go that side, right? Women. Also, she catfished. Yeah, she lied. Made herself look like a better fish than a catfish. That's what that means. So again, I stand corrected. It's fishing.
yeah. It's not the worst one I've ever had for sure. I mean,
Yeah, but you got fat fish though, right? I mean, she lied
Fat fished. All right. I gave you a point there, Cooper.
about what she looked like.
All right, you got to stop buying generic Viagra.
what
If
the
y'all
hell
over
is
40,
this?
you can get 9.
Course, ruined my damn video. But there you go, right? Now, when you're at this level, got worse problems, right?
yeah, and she actually looked pretty good when we met up, but like it's
Yeah.
been about 4 months now, and she's definitely like dropped off. And
Yeah, and that makes all the sense. Now, the coach here should have stopped him right there and then. But again, we're going to end with that, okay? Again, I don't want to make the video too damn long and waste you guys' time, but there you go. How can she look better and then kind of dropped off? Well, pretty simple, because of the game. So I'm going to give you the straight up answer just like that. She looked better in the beginning because that's when it matters. It was her presentation card. It was everything she had. She put in to that first meeting. As time went on, she realized you have no skills or interest or understanding of what the game really is. So of course she's going to lag. But just like you, she's in the same boat of this is the only option. So there you go. Neither of them are in the 1% on both sides, nor the woman nor the guy. They are both fit for themselves. Understand? It's that simple, that harsh, that effed up. But remember, one side here is wrong, and that's the guy. Because at the end of the day, she did her job. She did her due diligence. She pulled, right? And did what she needed to do. She put her best foot forward, right? All the effort in the world by showing up, trying to look her best. And at the end of the day, the rookie struck. And as time goes on, this is what you get. Right? Lagging. Until another rookie comes along and your ass is left in the dust. Not knowing what the hell happened. And now he's struck because you don't even have that. And you're damn sure there is no way he can upgrade, because that was indeed his only option. But there you go, right? That will end it for today. So again, if you like this video, give me a like, share, subscribe, comment down below, recap. Why do good looking, attractive men get rejected and overlooked because not as any of these two dudes here, right? A good looking guy, right, is expected to have more than what these two here have put together. And when they come to find out that they don't have the skills, neither of them put together, then you damn right you're going to be discarded immediately because you're a big letdown. So there you go. I will see you on the next video.